Hey everyone, it's Victoria with Nutrition by Victoria, and welcome back to my channel. This is my latest video, so if you're tuning in, welcome and thank you for your continual support even with my 6-month absence from YouTube. Anyways, so I'm on here because I posted on my Instagram, my account's Nutrition by Victoria, what you guys want to see from me, because I do post more regularly there than I have here. It's just easier, and honestly, the reason for my absence on here is just because I have been hardcore into parenting, homeschooling. My kids come first, taking care of my home, dealing with all that. And, unfortunately, this always takes a back seat. But I'm going to try to be on here more and just make, my topics really short and to the point. But today's topic is a really good one. I had posted on my Instagram what you guys wanted to see from me. I had some really great responses, what I eat in a day videos, weight loss after metabolic damage, dinner ideas, and my friend Melon Belly had asked, how am I continuing to do this lifestyle after so many years? What keeps you going? And there is a simple answer to this, and that is I follow what makes me feel good. So, if you guys know anything about my past, I came from a lot of dieting, health problems, gut problems, you name it, I had it, but I was really never in that bad of health. I just didn't feel good, and that is what generally drives anybody to make a change, is you're not feeling good. Or if you keep continuing to not feel good, you eventually end up with some major chronic disease, and you have to go down that route with things. But if you are an inquisitive, intuitive person and you decide to make changes because you don't feel good, then you are in the right spot. So when I switched to a high carb, low fat, plant-based vegan diet, I immediately felt better. Everything was just working better in my body. When I, stopped what I was doing and adapted this lifestyle, I immediately started having, better health. My cycles were all normal, my gut was functioning. But even with my gut functioning, it's always kind of been a challenge to keep it happy. And, I can do something for a certain amount of time, but if I'm not continuing to be really intuitive about what I'm doing, then it can turn into, a flare-up is what I call it. So I have medically diagnosed irritable bowel syndrome and gastroparesis, and then, everything else is, pretty healthy. I don't have to see a doctor or anything like that. I do see my midwife from time to time, and just recently she told me I have pelvic floor dysfunction, and so I'm like, oh, well, I address that, then that's going to help my gut out too, and it has. But the biggest thing that has kept my gut happy, honestly, is eating a fruit-based diet. So I, have dabbled with, a starch-based diet and half, and use Help for IBS, .com lure recommendations, but eventually something just isn't working for me, so then I have to change it up. And that is my biggest tip for anybody on this lifestyle. It is not going to be as straightforward as you think it's going to be in terms of getting the results that you desire. And what I find is that feeling your best, chasing that feeling, every day, figuring out what you need to do in order to feel your best, is how you troubleshoot the lifestyle. So once you get the foundational, what you eat down, which is fruits, vegetables, and starches, that's a high carb, low fat, plant-based vegan diet foundation. And then you can add, legumes to that. And then even within the fruits category, you have fresh fruit, you have dried fruit, you have fruit juice, you have smoothies. And then with the starches, you have rice, you have potatoes, you have pasta. And then the vegetables, a wide array. And then you can add in things like refined sugar for taste purposes, if you need more energy, or if you're sick and you can't eat anything, having an ice popsicle or whatever. That's what I just recently had to do after I got out of over a cold 2 weeks ago. But anyway, so you're going at it where you have this foundation created, you're focusing on the diet, you're staying hydrated, you're doing your daily fitness routine, but you want to make sure all that is making you feel good. So you don't want to be like drinking a gallon of water a day if it upsets your stomach a ton. You don't want to be eating only bananas if you're allergic to bananas. So like I personally have an allergy to mangoes, so as much as like they're so yummy and tasty, I can't eat them. So that's what I'm talking about, is not doing things that don't make you feel good, because that's ultimately, if you want anything to be sustainable, you have to be feeling good while you're doing it. And if you need help with troubleshooting this lifestyle, I do offer coaching. It's available on my website, www.nutritionbyvictoria.com. I'll leave a link for that in the description box of this video. But yeah, so that is how I've been able to continue this lifestyle, is it makes me feel so good. And then when something is going on in my body due to genetics or whatever, previous past lifestyle damages or whatever it could be, I troubleshoot it. And then I, just continue over time to modify things to get the results that I desire, which are mostly to just be healthy, to feel really good, to have energy, and to, enjoy having a fit, healthy, lean body. So that's kind of it for today's video. I don't want to make it too long. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. How long have you been on this lifestyle? Have you even tried this lifestyle? I continue this lifestyle too because it makes me feel good, but all of the scientific evidence in terms of human nutrition supports the high carb, low fat, plant-based vegan diet as being the ultimate diet for human health. Now, that can be, enjoyed through all the age groups. And by raising my own children, I'm finding that even if their fat percentage as a child is higher, the overall diet is still high carb. So, you're going to go through life cycles, and your percentages of macronutrients are going to shift based on your needs. But in general, to be a healthy human being, like ultimate health human being, you have to be following a high carb, low fat, plant-based vegan diet. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.